Hey, what's going on?
Hey, cool shirt. Fun to look at that.
Thank you.
It reminds me of the almost like the Pepsi like real sugar logo. I think those are the colors, kind of like blue, red, and cream.
Yeah. Ooh, cream soda.
Or that.
Just thinking of it.
Just thirsty.
Pepsi cream soda would be nice. Little combo.
Yeah.
Think they make that?
I opened up Trey's fridge the other day, and it was Dr. Pepper cherry, zero sugar. A lot of adjectives.
And?
A lot of taste.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Cherry Dr. Pepper is always interesting to me because...
It's already cherry based.
Yeah.
It's like saying fizzy Coke.
Yeah. Coca-Cola with caramel flavor.
Yeah.
In it.
Root beer brown.
Well,
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah. Root beer. Yeah. Root. Hey, you kind of commandeered my idea.
I usurped your intro. I'm sorry.
I've just noticed and I love it and I want to start doing it more. Your dad, every time I've heard him talk to you, he just goes, "Hey, what's going on?" I started doing that and you just ignored it and just said, "Oh, your shirt looks cool."
Oh, I was supposed to be like, Dad?
You're like, "Hey, that's my dad. Dad, you're in the room with me."
How'd you get my dad's voice in your throat?
I just want to start saying more. "Hey, what's going on?"
Stop! It's like my dad's here. You're freaking me out.
"Hey, what's going on?"
Stop!
Dude, how are you doing that? It's trippy. Quit.
Now who have I become? I don't have a dad, so I'm gay now. Stop!
No,
Brad.
seriously. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners
podcast.
I think I've talked about it before. Rachel has this whole system in place. She's got her Kindle. She's got my Kindle. She's always renting books from the library, from the online like, digital library, Libby. But, you get those books for 3 weeks where you have to turn them in. That is, unless you turn your Kindle to airplane mode.
Oh, really?
So she's got this whole system of like,
Life
all right,
hack.
I've got these books rented. Once they are in my possession, I go airplane mode. And she's working the system with 2 Kindles. And the other day I said something to her. I was like, hey, you know what? I think I might like to read a little bit. Could you think you could free up one of your Kindles? And she wasn't even trying to be funny, but the amount of stress that put on her, she goes, we will figure it out. And so I gave her such a hard time. And so then I started rattling off all these other scenarios of like the way she reacted, like, hey, we're going to have to drop the kids off at grandma's the way that they do pickup now. It's not going to work with my work. We will figure it out.
We will get through this.
Yeah.
We'll find a way. Love finds a way and we will.
I just got done with that meeting with my boss and he said, I'm being laid off.
No.
Permanent.
Okay.
Immediately.
Hey, we're triplets. We'll figure this out. I'm going to call my dad and let him know. Hey, what's going on? No, Dad.
It was so serious the way. It was just funny that she wasn't trying to be funny. Just like, we will figure it out.
Yeah,
we always do.
Yeah.
We always do. Hard times,
Yeah.
we always find a way to. Don't we always find a way through?
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Pressure make diamonds.
Yeah,
we
I
will
think so.
figure it out.
We'll figure it. Figure it out.
As God is my witness, mallet finger held high. We will figure it out.
I'm gonna call Scott. Tell his son, Banks, figure it out. And we will together. That's great.
We will figure it out.
I know, Jake. We are tough. We're optimistic. That's one of our family values. Look at this sign right here. It says, in this house, we will trust the Lord. We will glorify him. We will always kiss before we say goodnight, and we will figure it the F out. You understand me?
That's why we put that sign there. Daily reminder. I took down the other one that said, we will serve acai bowls and cheer for the Chiefs. Because that doesn't remind us that we will figure it out like this sign does.
That's amazing.
So, merch idea.
What are you trying to read?
You know what it was? It was because my dad is going through his 27th time reading the Left Behind series. And we found out on the cruise that Rachel's mom is also reading the Left Behind series. I was like, I kind of want to get in on it.
Okay.
I read this when I was like 15, which is funny that they are now reading it. But I was like, I bet I want in on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll read that too now.
Catherine, since we've moved into our house, so the last 7 years, she has gone back and re-listened, I think, to the Left Behind series. Like
this Sunday at church, our pastor, it wasn't about end times, but there were a couple of just references to the tribulation and, post-trib, pre-trib. And I'm like, that might be kind of fun. And of course, I'm reminded, rapture, tribulation, end times, Kirk Cameron, we will figure it out.
Yeah, Jesus will figure it out.
He's already figured it out. Some would say, new sign just dropped.
Whoa.
We got a new sign.
He will figure it out, but he's already figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let that wrap around your head.
Let that sink in, baby.
Let that sink in. Yeah, it was. We did a Revelation study at church last year, 2 years ago.
And was it a bit of a revelation?
Yeah, it was a mind freak. But it was amazing how much Catherine knew more than me about it because of Left Behind, I'm pretty sure. She's like, yeah, isn't that like, I'm like, I was actually pretty confused about what he was talking about. There's some wild things.
When does Candace Cameron's brother make an appearance?
I know he's part of it. Kirk to get out here. Yeah, 100%.
It was funny talking to Angie about what part of the series she is versus what I remember from when I was 15 years old.
Okay.
She's like, I think we're in here. And I was like, you're on Mark of the Beast? She's like, yeah, they've alluded to the Mark of the Beast. Cool. I'm like, that. I remember that being fun. I remember being pretty intrigued by that.
Fun times, yeah.
Yeah, you got the mark. We will figure it out.
If you don't want, if Rachel's having a hard time, I think Catherine might have the entire series.
Physical.
That
might be nice. It's putting a lot of stress on Rachel. She just started her job. The kids just came. And on top of that, she's got to figure out the whole Kindle situation.
Yeah.
So
she'll figure it out. She might just buy you a new Kindle, but she'll figure it out.
Probably easiest thing to do would be just buy a new Kindle. I can't find a way where it makes sense. Yeah, but it is fun. She started, kids came yesterday and then today, first 2 days. Just pouring down rain, both days of drop off. I'm sure that's fun for her.
Does she help out with drop off?
Drop off or arrival, as they call it.
Yep.
And departure. That feels like too much like an airport.
I mean, what? Spot the difference.
Pickup, arrival, and pickup. I think that's the terminology they use there.
Okay.
That's it.
Arrival seems pretty formal. Pickup. Drop off, pickup.
Drop off is nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going good. Good. She's a counselor, so I feel like I can't really say too much else, but it's going good.
Well, tell that story about like the really personal thing that kid went through.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So there was this kid who I didn't know bullying.
Just for overarching story's sake, tell his name, first and last. His parents.
Name Rodney Michaels.
Rodney Michaels.
And
Chad's boy.
Rachel's listening to this being like, that's not even funny to joke about. That's not.
Sorry, Rachel. I put him up to it, Rachel. He knows better. He's trained better than that.
I went along with it for like 5 seconds. I was like, yeah, this is probably not. I think every counselor or therapist out there listening is like, probably don't.
Hey,
let's
not joke about that. That's yeah, okay. Hey, we joke about things, okay? That's what
we're joking. We'll figure it out.
Jokey jokester. Speaking of reading,
yep.
Catherine and I have had a little competition this past week of
longest word.
That'd be fun.
Who can read it?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Brad wins.
Gotcha. No, and I'm a little bit bitter because she started this competition. She was inspired. The competition is basically who can sit in our one chair in our bedroom and read the most in the next like 5 days. And so we're just logging our minutes reading. But the reason she was inspired by it because one night I sat there after the kids went to bed and read for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
What'd you read?
I've been reading this I just started a book called Habits of the Household. Really good. Highly recommend it. Really cool.
Talks about reading probably. Not yet.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Really good though for parents out there. Anyway, but yeah. And then she's like, you know what we should start logging our time. It was so sweet watching you sit in that chair. You know, what if we just started tonight, the next night, and whoever wins, the other person has to plan a date night for them. I said, that's fun. And all of a sudden she's just secretly in that chair all day when I'm gone.
Yeah. I can't get her out of it.
Yeah. And she's like, and of course I was like trying to hack the system. I was like, I'll just sit there and do all my work. And she's like, you can't do that. Don't be annoying.
You have to be reading.
So
I think this is your own fault because you're sitting there, you're looking great. You're reading, you're bricked up. Of course she's going to like that.
Exactly. You want to, speaking of bricked up,
let me see.
Give me a guess, guys. Aim low so I'll feel good about myself, but give me
3
a guess
inches.
How many?
Sorry. 3 hours of screen time.
3 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
Timon, what's your guess?
Of screen time daily? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever metric you want to use.
I just didn't know what you were exactly what you were asking.
How many hours? How many hours straight have I been bricked up?
Gotcha.
Hashtag I'm bricked up.
How many hours straight?
You said aim low,
And I
but
mean, I'm Jake straight.
84.
84?
Whoa.
What's your guess?
That seems impossible. I don't know. 17?
Go ahead and read it for me.
It says tap to unbrick. Whoa, you can do that?
Yeah.
You've been bricked for 114?
114 hours, baby.
So what do? You don't even have a phone anymore.
No. I have a phone. I have a phone. I can turn on my car.
You barely have a phone. You went full Laura Ingalls.
It's awesome.
Never go full Laura Ingalls.
No, you yeah. Never go full boil. Yeah, I still have just functional apps, but I'm just not social mediaing very much.
Wow.
So what did you say last episode where you're like, did you see this video? I was like, I haven't seen anything.
Olympics?
Yeah, I watched some Olympics on TV.
Okay.
They got that on TV now.
They got that. TVs have
They'll
Olympics.
show it on the TV.
Clicker.
Anyway, but now it's like a point of pride with myself. Like one of the things that I wish I had available was Amazon, because there's been a few times where it's like, I just need to order this on Amazon.
Yeah.
Diapers. It's like, dang, it would take me 5 minutes or 2 minutes on Amazon.
But that's like not an essential app.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like maybe I should change, because you can customize it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
And the brick is still like on the fridge. That's where you have to go.
On the fridge.
Not bad.
I'm going somewhere this weekend, so I think I'm going to take it with me just in case like something bad. Like I bought a new iPad from Best Buy, and you have to like check in the parking lot, and you're like, I'm here, and I click on it and it goes from the email to the browser, and all of a sudden the browser's like, this is a distraction, you can't do it. I was like, no,
it's not. I iPad for Hattie's homeschool.
I gotta do this. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, bricked up, baby.
Congrats. 114 hours.
114 hours. Way more than that rock climber did.
Yeah.
Was
Make a movie out of that.
So, yeah.
I have some Bondi updates. I think I discussed maybe a couple weeks ago that I got the news that it's not going to work out, the location I've been trying to get for months and months and months now. So back to the drawing board, I'm trying to find a new location, found one I really like, and I'm talking to this like construction guy. He's telling me where they already have electricity hooked up, and one of the spots is like a pretty ideal spot. It happens to already have electricity. I'm like, this is great. This is like the main entrance to Target. And it's like a super Target in a really nice area. Or maybe not super Target. It's nice though.
Oh, it's a super Target.
Is it super Target?
Oh yeah, it's a super Target.
It's awesome. So this is a
Target.
great area, a ton of really successful restaurants, and it's like the main entrance. I'm like, this is going to be great. Emailing a guy yesterday. All right, we're going to meet Thursday, noon. Let's do it. Can't wait. He says, just to make sure you have everything. Good news, you don't need any kind of special permit for a food truck in Olathe.
Okay.
Like, that's awesome. That was really annoying the last time. He was like, just got to make sure everything's up to code here. He links the Olathe Municipal Code. I'm looking through it. Everything looks pretty good, except for one little piece. It says, for mobile food vendors, movement is required. You cannot be in one place for more than 10 hours.
Hey,
So this is just never going to happen.
define one place. If you move it 6 feet down
Yeah.
and 6 feet back, I would hire Timon's friend to do that for $15 a day.
Yeah.
You got a friend in Olathe at the time?
Yeah.
There you go.
I think.
There you go.
The spot where we're going to park doesn't have like a hose bib or a water hookup. So it will need to move every day anyway. Does that count?
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's got to move every day to get some water.
You probably don't want to get like too far down the road and then be like, what are you doing? You can't do that. But it's like, I moved it.
What Olathe Target is this?
119th and like Strang Line,
Gotcha. Okay.
right by the highway.
I was like, was this one by Greenleaf? That'd be kind of fun. But
Kind of fun.
Not so.
No, that's not as good. My mom calls it the secret Target because she's like, no one's ever there. So don't go there.
Oh yeah, that's what by the Olathe house.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Right, so your dad recently, kind of. Anyway, so just another setback. Just when you think like, you know what, this is gonna be fine. We're just all gonna work out. We're gonna be open in 2 weeks. Yeah, movement required. So I emailed him. I was like, is there wiggle room with this? Is there a special permit I can get to where I can be stationary? He has not responded back.
Is there a food truck
Guess that's
that
your
you're?
answer.
I guess that's your answer. Yeah. Is there a food truck in Kansas City that you're basing the idea of stationary food? Like, could you contact them, or do you know where they're based? Or
I'm not. I'm basing this off of the landlord giving me this idea in the first place and just trusting him that it was allowed.
Yeah.
It was never supposed to be a food truck.
Yeah, true.
And then he was like, you should do this. I said, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'll do it. And now it's the bane of my existence.
Also, it kind of, now in hindsight, I'm like, okay, if Olathe, which is a bigger city than Prairie Village where you're originally going to be, but also like not as generally like as prestigious of a city, like Prairie Village is like perfect village and all this stuff. Like if Olathe has that rule, I wonder if Prairie Village would have eventually.
I looked that up. I was like, oh, would I ran into this too? And obviously it's not fun and very cumbersome trying to dig through municipal code, but I'm command effing like mobile food vendor truck and everything. And there didn't seem to be any kind of rule in Prairie Village. So maybe just have to move cities or something. I don't know. I want it out of my driveway. I want the granola out of my bedroom. I just get it out. I don't even care if I make money. Just get it out of here.
Bedroom.
Yeah, we got 3 like large like 50-gallon trash cans in the bedroom. That's where we keep the granola.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Where else are you gonna put it though? There's no other place.
No other place. I can put it in the basement.
I am looking forward to the Bondi Bowl truck being out of your driveway so that I can spy on you better. Our kids are always like, are Jake and Rachel home? And I'm like, I have no idea. They could be behind the truck.
Can't say beyond it.
Yeah. I didn't know that Timon was already here this morning because he parked around the truck.
He's hiding.
So, well, I'm sorry. I mean, it's going to be fine, but
someday
we'll get through that. We'll figure it out.
We will get through this and figure it out.
Yeah. I like that as a rally cry for the triplets.
We'll figure it out.
Joking or not, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We always do. We always have.
Hey, maybe I could sell American meat out of my food truck. No, there's already this amazing company that already does it. I wouldn't want to compete with them.
But you have to go to their food truck to get it? Or is it American meat like picked up?
So funny you mentioned that. Their slogan is American meat delivered. And that's not to Amazon drop-off state. That's not to the post. That's to your door.
No way.
Your address. Your terrace.
Your Circle Drive.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever you got.
It's your address.
Nice.
They will do that for about a week or so longer. They're running a promo where Good Ranchers, with the promo code GRKC, they're going to give you free expedited shipping. They're going to give you $25 off your first box, and you're going to get a free add-on for an entire year when you subscribe to a box now.
Jeez.
These add-ons could be chicken breast, ground beef, bacon, salmon, whatever it is that's going to be all American and all delicious.
I don't know when you're listening to this, but just think about with me for a second a nice juicy steak. Think about with me for a second the perfectly grilled chicken. A normal grocery store version of that is good. Wonderful sometimes, but it's nothing compared to Good Ranchers.
Now open your eyes. Now imagine
and
yourself.
Go to goodranchers.com.
Yes. Going to the website, picking it up for yourself. It's such a fun package to get when it is delivered to you.
Yep.
Because you're helping America out. You're helping the Ghostrunners out. Mm-hmm. And most of all, you're helping yourself out.
It's 100% American meat, no added hormones or antibiotics, responsibly raised, supports U.S. farms. It's just an all-around win, and it's healthy for you. It's good for you.
It saves time, saves money. All the cuts are pre-trimmed. Steakhouse quality. It's everything you want. Do it.
It's everything you want.
Just do it. I don't want to have to say this again. Just do it. Order it. GoodRanchers.com. We will figure it out. Don't make me say all that again.
Oh, my. 2 half-baked ideas for you this week.
Great. Business ideas?
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. One of them is a great business idea. I'm actually pumped.
I have one too. We'll share. Sorry, go ahead.
How about pepper?
Yep.
Okay. I'll salt you pepper.
Yep.
Okay. Number 1, just in general, I've ran into some conflict. So this week I'm going to Memphis. Next week I'm going to Indiana for the father-son retreat. And whatever. Long story short, just trying to figure out timing of travel. I'm going to go visit Jensen and Steven Swick in Cincinnati beforehand. It says it takes 10 hours to get there. And I'm trying to like reverse engineer everything. And I wish there was an app, Google Maps version of an app that called, how long is it really going to take? Because to me, like 10 hours, I see that and I'm like, I could shave some time. Like, give me a calculator that says, what kind of driver are you? What's your normal?
What's your bladder size?
Like how much over the speed limit do you usually go? What's your bladder size? How many kids are going to be traveling with you?
When you do stop, is it like a Chipotle, go in and order, or is it a drive-through?
Right.
How busy are these? How far off the highway?
Lunch?
Yep.
You pack it. You pack in a cup for
pack some heat.
potty breaks.
Yep.
Packing some heat. Yeah. You could tell this is a good app because of the way it is. And so I think, yeah, just something along those lines where it's like, I see this thing as 10 hours, but if I'm trying, I think I get there in 9:20 at least, right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the calculation.
The app hasn't come out yet, so I don't know. That seems like a lot of time to shave off.
Maybe it's too much in 10 hours.
Because that's 10 hours without stopping. You're going to stop twice.
I'm going to stop so quick, though. By yourself, you can stop quick.
Yeah, but still,
Trust me. Believe in me, brother.
Sorry, I haven't seen the app, so I guess I'm sorry, I haven't been trusting.
And I don't know what else would go into it. But yeah, just something along the lines
Headwind.
of I always see the number and I always think that's not how long it's going to take. One way or the other. As a dad, I always think, okay, add 2 hours to that time. As a single guy driving by myself, I think,
cut it in half.
I can. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't tell you my car's a plane. So
Captain Vanover is flying it.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Just an app that's called Yeah, but how long is it really going to take me?
Mobile app.
YBHLIIRGTTB.
That could be a way to shorten it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mine is a podcast idea. I want to talk to like very large like corporations basically and hear from them how things are going. Like it's one thing to like how I built this is like, how'd you get started? I wanted to like talk to Coke and be like, what's going on right now with like your company? Like, I think it'd be so interesting to be like, how are things versus Pepsi going? Like, I don't know. Like, what's the current status of like, Coke versus Pepsi, or just even like, just fun facts of like, yeah, we actually had a really good year in Venezuela last year. Oh, that's interesting. Why? What'd you do? What'd you do differently in Venezuela?
Yeah.
Did you try that in Panama and it didn't work? You know, like
huge Anthony Edwards fans. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Just, I think stuff like that would be interesting. Like just get to have the access to like someone at a higher up at a major like Fortune 100 company and just hear like Louis Vuitton, how's it going versus Gucci? Yeah. What are they doing that you're not? What are you doing that they're not?
That would be fun. It'd be so fun. It's a half-baked idea. So there's holes.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is that people would just absolutely say positive things the whole time, right?
They wouldn't say negative things.
There's no way that's like at Coca-Cola be like, you know what? Pepsi's actually making a gain on us. I think they might. Yeah. People like Pepsi more than they used to. It's like, I don't think you're supposed to say the word Pepsi. Like, yeah. But like, it would be awesome to just like, call it like Honest Pill or something. And you have to say whatever I ask, you have to tell me the truth.
Like, the content would be cool, but it doesn't seem possible.
Like, how cool would it be to talk to Zuckerberg and be like, what's really going on?
What are you worried about?
Yeah.
What's the dumbest idea you've had in the last 5 years?
Yeah,
it'd be cool to just have that access and they have to answer your questions. It'd be fun.
Podcasts, I know people are like, duh, but I've just now started like really finding the value of podcasts more and more.
You like them?
I do. And I've been walking more. And so therefore I'm like looking for other things to consume once I listen to ones I normally do. And so I'm like, that's a really good podcast.
How come you don't walk by our house? I never see you walk by.
Have you seen your street?
Could that be it? Because you're going to get stuff in or on or
you guys shut your windows
in
at
your
night,
shoe.
so I don't. I'm like, why should I?
Nothing to see. Also, don't have cash on me. So if I wanted to stop, I would.
Sorry, Rachel. No, but I walk by every once in a while.
Dang, I never.
But normally I go down. I like the hills.
Okay.
Like this.
Nice.
Yeah. I like going away from the city a little. So, I do like that idea though, Jake.
Okay. What's yours? Pepper?
Yeah, pepper. My last one is, and this is a little bit derived from one of my friends. We were talking about this, the idea of profile pictures, or what do I want to call it? Basically, you know how like non-Southwest flights, you choose your seat. I want to be able
until 2025.
True. It's coming for everybody.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see and know a profile of the people that I'm going to be sitting next to. I want to be able to choose.
Oh.
I'm talking what they look like. I'm talking their BMI.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I just feel bad. Like, you didn't know this. You know, I come in middle seat. You're like, would have paid extra, or whatever. Like, but I'm talking like a single boy. He's like, that girl looks pretty cute. She marked single too.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. The opportunities are endless there.
Yeah. Headphone usage,
Headphone
words
usage.
per hour on an airplane. I
Yeah.
don't want to get next to a chatterbox.
I'm looking to chat.
Oh, you are?
No. I'm saying like you could mark that.
Yes, looking to chat, interested in chatting. I would like to know window usage.
Yeah. What's the likelihood?
Have you
that-
ever seen the sun before? Are you going to obsess over it the whole flight?
What's the likelihood that you are going to bring food onto the plane?
Yeah, and it's
Because
going to
even like decent
tuna.
smelling food is terrible in a plane.
be. Yeah, I had a beef jerky brother next to me a couple of flights ago. That was a bummer. Not only can I not eat it, even if he offered it, but also
It's so strong.
really smells bad if you're not eating it.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like, and you should maybe even like get rewarded points. Like you are an ideal person to sit next to. You sleep the whole time. You don't take up too much room.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to sit next to you.
I'm
on a plane.
I'm pretty ideal candidate. I think you should get points based on how much information you provide. That way people are encouraged to like put.
Yes, and how quickly you sign up. Because if you sign up first, you're taking a risk. Somebody sitting next to you that you don't want. Yeah. So you should get a discount for signing up quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just like instead of like Delta implementing this, just a new airline needs to implement this. This is their like competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Hey, transparency. Like Southwest is like transparency.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
This one's new. It's called
Transfacency.
yeah.
And so you get to see their face and everything else about them.
Perfect.
I think it would also be a huge breach of privacy. Like somebody could stalk you and like,
Yeah.
Like, okay,
hey, Trey
they're on-
Kenny's on this flight.
exactly.
Or hey, cute girl's on this flight. She's married. I don't care.
What if you just catfish somebody, Manti Te'o style?
Oh yeah.
Like Manti's like, that girl's cute. Psych, it's a Pakistani man. Can you imagine?
I can imagine one.
Yeah.
You?
I have one in mind. I don't know what he is. You know that gif of this guy like looking like this? Like, seriously?
Yep.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
I
what
know
I'm
that
talking
guy.
about?
Yeah.
I don't know where he's from, but that's what I'm thinking of. in my
Turkey.
head.
He was the guy in the Olympics. He was in the shooting competition. Same guy.
Seriously.
Yeah. Good meme.
So that's my last. Transfacency.
Timon, you have any half-baked business ideas? Go ahead.
Not that I can think of.
No, that one that
Go ahead.
you guys were talking about on your strategy session to Minneapolis.
Oh, with the cucumbers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just like a farm.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was just once we got down to it, we realized we were just creating a farm. So
Cucumbers? That's amazing, Simon. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I bet we have at our house right now 40 cucumbers.
that's too many.
Wow, that's a lot.
Just a bumper crop of cucumbers this year.
It could use Timon's idea.
Kids are
Cucumber
just,
recycling.
Can I go have a cucumber from the yard? I'm like, sure. So they eat it like an apple.
Yeah.
Eat like 2 bites and then we throw it away. It's just too much.
It's
So if
just
you guys want
fun.
cucumbers,
Okay.
you seem like your middle name is cucumbers, Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Okay. You're like, I already have it in my name. I don't need it anymore.
I'm all set.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys are not you guys, but I think who is it? You and Scott or somebody you like love the cucumber Gatorade.
Yep. Limon pepino. Yeah, Jensen. We connected on it. I think Brandon Faulkner. Shout out Brandon Faulkner's engaged. You know, he's now a lemon pepino guy. Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good. It's so good. Have you tried it?
No, I need to.
After a nice pickleball session,
Oh, yeah.
hits.
Tommy, you
Okay.
think you'd ever play in a pickleball tournament? That'd be fun.
That would be kind of fun.
Go cheer you on.
Yeah. The thing about it is, yeah, I just need to find like a good partner, because
Ouch.
if it's
Friends called out. Midge
No,
is
no,
like,
no.
okay.
Midge.
it's mainly because I was just thinking of me and my brother. It seems like that's like an ideal thing because we can practice more, but we just have such bad like team. I think it's just because like we're close enough that it's like
Vibes aren't
we
there?
can kind of get mad at each other.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it
he's
can-
not the
it
ideal partner.
Definitely can throw it off. But then again, Graydon would be a good partner.
Okay.
Yeah,
That didn't take too long.
I
Found a
might want
partner.
to.
That'd be fun.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have a place near your house that you could practice?
Kathy's.
Yeah?
Was that her name?
How far away?
Becky.
Becky.
Oh, you don't remember Frank's name, Simon? Oh,
I
come on.
I thought of it.
I
Yeah.
could try Kathy.
Oh, yeah. Kathy. Yeah.
Kathy's like 6 minutes away though. It was a different.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kathy's
that's
further.
right.
It's not
Becky's
worth it.
5.
We got a lot of pickleball courts in our neighborhood. That's fun.
Yeah.
I teased this last episode, but I want to talk about my new best friend that I met at pickleball. So we was playing. We ran out of camera battery one night, filming with the kiddos, and so now we're just playing for fun. And Scott and I are like, I gotta leave. I'm like, I'm gonna stick around. I'm having fun, and get talking to more people, and yeah, just get talking to this guy. First of all, his name is Isaac. I will give you guys, I don't know, $1 million if you spell his name right. I'll even tell you how many letters are in it.
Okay.
5 letters. Spell the word Isaac.
What's his country of origin?
I think America, but before that, China.
Okay. Thank you.
Yitzak.
5 letters.
That would be 6.
That's 6. That's
And
6. That's 6.
Wow. Incorrect.
I like that. Like you went for it.
No.
You really went for
Just
it.
Yizak.
Yizak. That is incorrect.
Ayzik.
Ayzak.
Like
Incorrect.
nay or I. Isaac. Isaac.
I like AY.
You do?
Yeah. AYSAC.
No, I think
Incorrect.
it's almost normal, but not. So it's A
Maybe it's the way everyone always misspells
You say
it.
AYSAC? AISEK.
Incorrect.
Oh, I was close.
I tried
was
to
close.
like charm.
Yeah, you did. Isaac.
Isaac.
Hey, it's me, Isaac. It's a silent. So, is that it?
Oh, the word is spelled
No, just
sut.
not. Yeah.
All the letters are
Wait,
silent.
is it Mandarin? Are we having to do Mandarin symbols? Is that
No,
what you're saying? Okay.
it won't be in Mandarin.
Isaac.
It's in English.
E. Y.
Here he goes. Scripts.
E. ZC. Isaac.
Incorrect.
Tell us.
AIZEC.
Dang, we could have guessed that.
You weren't that far
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I can't believe you both were like onto the A part.
You said AIZEC?
Yeah.
Isaac.
That's crazy.
That's perfectly spelled. That's how it should be spelled. That makes more sense than
you're telling me that God's wrong?
Isaac.
The English translator.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Anyway, get talking to this guy, and we're just having a great time. Find out that he is a part of a pickleball studio. You know, decent little pickleball channel. They review paddles, everything. They have a podcast. I'd heard of it. Big deal. And I was like, that's so fun. Oh, your brother Chris, I met him earlier. So we're just talking pickleball. We're talking
Chris
content.
spell his name.
Normal.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Isaac.
Okay.
But then we learned that, you know, he's a Christian as well. We're bonding over all this. He's in town for this. We're having so much fun talking. And I'm like, it's like, what level do you play at? And he's like, I do like pro qualifiers. I was like, oh, wow. So you're like really good. That's fun. I said, what other sports did you play growing up? Then he starts telling me that he used to be a professional bowler. And I go, what? I'm like, how old are you? He's like 25 or something. I'm like, when did you bowl professionally? He's like, when I was a kid, I would bowl sometimes like 5-6 hours straight every single day.
Wow.
And I said, were you homeschooled? And he said, yes, I was. I said, yeah,
Wow.
you had to have been. So he'd bowl every day and became a professional.
Wow.
I said, have you ever bowled a 300? He said 13 times.
I was going to say, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So he was like earning money like on the like pro bowling tour.
He's like, yeah, I was a big esports pro bowler. He's like, whoa. Did you play Wii bowling or real bowling? I play for hours a day down in my basement. Oh, you have a bowling alley in your basement?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, as long as the electricity was running.
That's
I feel
wild.
like every 5 minutes, I'm just like learning something really cool about this guy.
13 times. Let's let that sink in for just a second.
Perfect.
13 times. That's like, I don't think it's as rare as a hole-in-one, but like
Not a lot of people have that, I bet.
13 times is wild.
So this guy is like a teenager. Was like one of the best bowlers in the world, I guess. And then he said COVID hit, so he just kind of stopped, and that's where he picked up pickleball. And I was like, your brother's pretty good at pickleball too. Like, is his background in bowling? And he's like, no. Funny story. He at one point in time had the world record for cubing. I was like, what is your family,
Rubik's
dude?
Cube?
Yeah, he was like kind of funny. He's like, no one knows him, but if you were into Rubik's cubes, everyone knew my brother.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
Wow.
I wish I knew him. It feels like the juggling community or something for a little bit.
Dude, do a video with that guy.
Yeah.
And like have him solve something before he can return the next shot or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I've seen those guys like on video. I think from Juggling Josh.
A new record just got broke recently. Some guy did it 3.13 or something like last
Seconds.
week. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, I think it was from Juggling Josh. I saw the guy that could juggle in Rubik's.
Yes. Forget his name. Raji, something like that. He was awesome.
Insane.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, every 5 minutes, I'm just getting slapped with like, it's like Forrest Gump in real life. Like, what else have you done? You know, this is amazing. And then he drops this bomb on me. He's like, so me and my ex-girlfriend, we actually used to listen to your podcast together. I was like, you've known who I am this whole time? And I was like, who's your ex-girlfriend? He says, Anna Buffini. I go, what? Horse girl? Who are you?
This guy is
dude?
just some kind of prodigy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. I'm probably forgetting half the stuff he told me, but it was just, every second. It was just
No
something
way.
new and something fun. And he was the man. So
So he's from California?
no, this is pretty cool. Him and Anna met on a flight to Amsterdam.
Jeez.
I was like, that's awesome.
He used transpacency. He was like, that girl looks cute.
It all comes back to transpacency.
Yes, please. Yeah. Future Olympian, potentially? Like,
Yeah. Dressage.
Yeah.
She's in first class.
Yeah, right.
I got to pony up.
Holy.
So yeah, I was like, well, that's too bad it didn't work out. That sounds like an amazing rom-com.
That's crazy.
You met on a flight, like an overseas flight.
Going to Amsterdam.
So anyway, I got his number and
Is he
Yeah.
in KC?
he lives in Minneapolis, I think.
Hey, time.
Hey, Timon.
You can find your bags.
Ooh, bad guy.
Bad guy.
be my
That's
bad
what that
guy.
means. A bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
Go ahead.
Bienvenue?
Oh, you got to say like a word.
Yeah.
Bad guy. Found.
Yeah, I was trying to think of one syllable. Dealt.
Lost.
So, yeah, Isaac, cool dude. Really like him.
Yeah, it's fair. If you're gonna change your best friend to that guy, then I guess that's fair.
Just had a good time together. I made so many friends last week. It was fun. Got to do this more.
It's awesome, man. I'm really glad for you and all your circle of new friends.
It was great. That's why
My kids are fun, I guess. So I don't know. It's fine too. Just getting to know what you're saying.
No worries, man. You guys got to play pickleball tournaments. You make
That's
a bunch
why.
of friends.
Yeah, it's the one way.
Afterwards.
Let's transition from there into Main Street Roasters / best friends.
Yes.
Let's go
We
Main
got
Street
s'mores
Roasters.
today.
Main Street Roasters is my best friend in the morning, every morning. What I do is this: I go out to my. It feels like it's a never-ending tap right now with the nitro. I have been feeling it lately, and it has been hitting so well. I made their cold brew, and I have it in a little kegerator thing, and it's awesome. But you can make cold brew at home just as easily with MainStreetRoasters.com. You can do it hot, you can do it cold. I'm excited for hot coffee season. It's coming up. It's getting a little bit of a chill in the air.
Flannel season.
Yep. Love
Football season.
Love an early morning hot cup of joe outside where it's a little bit chilly, but the warmth in your hand just, accommodates that.
Just right.
Yeah. If you want to drink good coffee while you experience that, go to MainStreetRoasters.com. Use our promo code GRKC for 10% off, and you will love it.
If you want good coffee for yourself, if you want good coffee for a friend, for a spouse, for a coworker, please join us in supporting Main Street Roasters at MainStreetRoasters.com.
Can I just go ahead and just, I know these prices may change over the years, so if you're listening to this in 2026 or whatever, don't take our words for this right now. But the prices of these coffees are $13.99. Like this, that is a wonderful deal on
For
high
one
quality
latte?
coffee. You would think, right? For a whole big old bag of beans.
A whole bag.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Ethiopian Yoruga Cafe, $13.99. Tanzanian Peaberry, $13.99. Guatemalan Antigua, $13.99. Sumatra Mexican Ultra Brazil Santos coffee, all $13.99.
And if you are listening in 2026, let us know. That'd be fun. And also, I wonder how close I am to getting Bondi open. It's got to be close. It's got to be close. So anyway, s'mores coming up right now, brought to you by Major Roasters. Check them out.
Who won the sport? Was it Timon?
It was not
Scott.
me.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it was
Wait,
Scott.
wasn't the last one soundtracks?
Yeah,
Scott won that
Scott.
one. I was
Pirates,
the second,
man.
though.
All right, Timon's in second.
Okay, so Timon, you choose the order. This week
Okay.
we're doing signs that somebody is your best friend.
Yep.
Is that what I said?
I think you said signs you're best friends with someone or something like that. Same thing.
Great, Timon.
We
You're
will figure
definitely
it
not
out.
making my list. Okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah, signs you're best friends with someone. Signs you're best friends with someone like Jake is best friends with Isaac.
Yep. What's the order?
Let's do Jake, me, Brad.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to go, you could be like completely silent with them. Like you don't feel the need to like have to fill conversation.
Okay.
Like
On
I'm
my-
imagining
on my
like
list.
me and Isaac, like 5 a.m. drive to the airport. If we want to talk, we'll talk, but we can also maybe do the entire thing in silence
Okay. Yeah,
because we're good buddies.
I like that. I think that's absolutely.
Yeah, just not feeling the need to like awkwardly bring up stuff or keep asking them questions. Like we're buds. We don't need to talk constantly.
We understand what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's early.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to say you can have a long phone call, or just like phone call in general. You can have a long phone call without it ever getting awkward. And if it's like, it could just be not for any reason. That's one thing that like, I hate phone calls and for the most part, but like there's a few select people I'm like, I can just talk to on the phone for forever.
Wow.
That's,
Some of your boys you would call up on the phone like right
Yeah.
now? Cool.
yeah.
I like that too.
Do you ever talk to Simon on the phone? Me neither.
I FaceTimed him once
Yeah.
about a technical issue that I had in the studio.
How was it?
All right. A little awkward.
You got a little awkward.
That's good. Okay. All right. First one I'm going to say is, you know what's normally in their pantry at home.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pants.
What's
Or
the
is that your
difference?
next one?
Yeah. Transfacency.
You know what's in their
That's-
pantry.
Yeah.
And then if you do go in, you're like, what's this doing here?
Like, when did you guys get Ghirardelli? That's special. Yeah, my dad.
Yeah,
got a
work.
bonus at work. Christmas bonuses. Oh yeah, I know exactly what Scott had. Like, what was normal staples? Sam Dwyer. Oh yeah, they always have ices at Sam Dwyer's house.
Dude, I was in this is current Scott's pantry recently. He had, what is that? Crystal Ice? Is that the brand of the skinny?
Crystal Light.
No. Or Sparkling Ice? Maybe that's the brand.
Yeah, ice something.
Ice is the main word.
Yeah.
Scott has enough to last him for 40 years.
Really?
I forgot to ask him about it now that I'm thinking about it. Because Isaac and I go in there first. Scott's on a call. And so we're just kind of like moseying around. Isaac's like, come look at this. He's got so much ice. Sparkling ice.
Scott
Scott, if you're listening, why do you have so much?
is LDS and his parents are from the Northeast, so there's like some kind of combination of stuff that's like, he had brands and things that I never thought of having at our house. Cape Cod potato chips, amazing. But I never, like, my parents never once like, we're gonna go on a limb and get Cape Cod this time.
Yeah.
We were always a Dorito, whatever, Nutty
Yeah.
Bars, whatever, all these different things. But
Tostitos.
you know exactly what's in your best friend's pantry.
Okay, that's
I
fun.
know what's in Jake's pantry. I know which drawers to go to right
Yeah,
now.
you're getting pretty familiar.
So, and then
Good.
the other one. This is kind of funny that you said this time in.
No, don't take mine.
No,
Don't.
I'm taking whatever I'm taking. I don't know what I don't think you're going to say this.
I hope you don't.
You kind of alluded to this earlier though with pickleball. Is that what you're thinking? Okay, good. Is you feel comfortable getting mad at them while you're playing sports.
Oh.
I don't think until you're best friends with somebody, until you're tight with somebody, you just withhold a little bit of your aggression, a little bit of your honest thoughts of them, because you're like, I don't want this to like mess up our friendship. Best friends, like I will. If Scott and I are playing against each other and I think something's out and he's like, no, that was in, I'd get mad at him. I'd be like, no, it's not. That was out.
Dude,
Like,
help me.
whereas like, whatever. I love Glide. He's not my best friend. If Glide was like, yeah, I think that was in. Okay. I mean, I guess you saw it. I'm going to trust you, whatever. Yeah. So
Yep.
feel comfortable. I remember there's been a few times in college where like I played squash a bunch with some people and eventually we became like mad at each other. And I was like, this is like a big point in our relationship right now. Like we like left the court a little bit angry at each other and then got over it,
That's good.
So
Yeah.
Safe.
I'm not
Secure.
saying you should do that. I'm just saying you feel comfortable doing that.
Or just like,
makes
yeah,
sense.
you can have a angry moment or like a fight and it's like, you'll be fine.
Right.
Good resiliency.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not worried about the relationship deteriorating because
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
So
Okay.
Oh yeah, back to Simon.
I'm going to say you don't feel any need to look presentable around them.
okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like, No worries about like, yeah, just like
hair, clothes,
hair,
whatever.
anything. Like, yeah, you just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that goes for like male on male or even like husband wife relationships.
Yeah.
That's a good word. I was gonna say like even like if they come to your house, it's like, oh, it's not a big deal if it's a mess.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal that have 3 things of granola in their room. Yeah, use my
No big
bathroom. I
deal.
don't care.
No big deal. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That sounded so passive aggressive. That was not passive aggressive towards you. That was me thinking in my head. The other night we had Zach Warehan over for dinner and we did not barely clean up at all. And then eventually his wife came and we didn't know it and we felt real like, oh my gosh, Abby's here.
You weren't supposed to see this.
That in hindsight, I was like, maybe Jake was taking that the wrong way.
No, yeah, I agree. Like we wouldn't clean up for you guys coming over, we're podcasting, whatever. But it's like, for whatever reason, we had a game night in this setup.
You'd find a way.
Yeah, we will figure it out. We'll do it somewhere else. Okay, I've got two. I'm gonna say the opposite.
Don't take mine
of what Timon said earlier.
Okay.
He said really long phone call. I think if you're best friends with someone, you can have a 30-second phone call. You don't need an introduction or a conclusion. You don't need to like have any other reason. Like it can be like,
hey,
Peter
what's going on?
Like calls me. Hey, dude, I was just curious. Do you have can I swing by and grab something real quick? Yeah, that's great. All right,
Yeah.
Cool. See ya.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a
like
good
if you are at a certain level of friendship, you can have a 30-second or less phone call and not be like, hey man, how's it going? How you been? You can just like get to the point.
Yeah, I like that too.
And it's because you have enough contact with them regularly, usually, right?
Yeah, if they like lived out of town or something.
It's like, dude, how you been, man?
Oh my gosh, how are things going?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just like, hey man, can I come over and borrow this? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if
See ya.
if the voice stays at that octave, rather than like, dude, it's good to hear from you,
Yeah,
man.
it goes higher, and they're like, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah. You too, man.
Dude, it has been a while.
I know, man. It's
Strapping.
crazy. Yeah. Just went to
dude.
camp. I know.
Yeah, busy, huh? Yeah. So I mean, summer's crazy. It's here, and it's been cool lately. But it's technically still have a lot of time.
Totally.
In the summer. Yeah.
Hey, do you still have that tool? I was wondering if I'd come by and grab it.
Yeah, for sure. How have the kids been?
Can I just get the tool, man?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on by. You have to see the place. I got.
I'm gonna clean up for you.
I have 400 pounds of granola. You got to see this. Come on in when you get here. My third pick is going to be no courtesy laughing.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah. Like good one, not.
Yep.
is that a movie quote I haven't seen? No, I was just trying to be funny. All right. Well, get the next one.
That is like a decently common thing, I feel like, with guys, at least with my friends, is like, were you quoting something right there? No, I was just improvising with you.
I was just trying to be funny.
I didn't get that.
I thought
one.
maybe it was a movie I hadn't seen because it didn't make sense really.
I'm not big. I don't know Seinfeld very well. Is that what you were doing? The Seinfeld thing?
If it's from the Avengers, I wouldn't know it.
Yeah. The Blarney, what's it called? This something stone. Infinity Blarney stone? Yeah, whatever. That's good.
Yeah, no need to feel like you need to courtesy laugh.
Yeah. That is good. I'm gonna say having no problem with just texting them any thought or random idea you have. Like or just like something happened. This is your person, you just like tell it.
Yeah.
to.
Almost like your sounding board or something.
Yeah, it's like if I have, oh dude, this just happened to me, I want to tell somebody. Like it's like these couple people or something like that. Just like this just happened.
good.
Yeah, just something crazy happened. Like
yeah.
I got to tell somebody. Like
Exactly, it's
Chipotle was out of chicken and steak. I
Yeah,
got to tell somebody.
It's
that.
not connected to me at all.
Yes.
But yet somebody texts me about it. Yeah.
And it will be there's no need for a segue into it. It's just like
And they don't really need to respond much. You're like, that's crazy.
Exactly.
And you're like,
Yeah.
and I'm
tell
not
someone.
offended if they don't respond.
Yeah. Eventually that just turns into your wife, and it's the best.
My sister texted me yesterday, it's just a screenshot of the weather yesterday morning, and it was at 95% humidity. You know, it's just like, that's great. It's just, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
I said, that's crazy. I said, how sweaty were you? She said, not that sweaty. I said, all right, well.
All right. The 30 seconds is up.
No corn.
Yeah. Okay. My third one is going to be, their restaurant order. Whether it's,
Okay.
hey, I don't have to be like, hey, maybe I'll ask, but I'm like, do you want your normal like, iced vanilla latte or iced caramel latte, whatever, like, or are you feeling something different, or like, I don't know, like, what they want, what kind of burrito they like from Chipotle or something like that.
Yeah. Like if I was going to order for you at McLean's, I'd get you the, it's called CBS.
Yep. They took it away from the menu though.
I know the menu. They took away pesto.
No, they didn't.
I know.
Dude, that's a blow.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, was I the only one getting pesto? I feel like even then I was ordering it enough to where you could have kept it in stock.
That's wild. They took away pesto.
They said, no, it was the only thing on the menu that required pesto. So they just took it off. She said they're having a menu meeting in 2 weeks though. I said, yeah, you better
I would say so.
figure it out.
That's a bummer for you. I'm sorry. And me. CBS is gone, but pepper jack burrito for my morning.
Okay.
I love that. Okay. And then,
What does that sound?
just thinking, little monster from Lost. I think it is going to be There's a lot of good ones here I have left. I think I'm going to say you've walked in their house without knocking.
That's good.
You've walked in their house without knocking.
I agree. That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
Thanks, guys.
Not much else to say other than that is
Good
good.
job, Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, we're proud of you.
And-
That's good.
I
and
respect that pick.
As kids, sometimes it wasn't even like, hey, I'm texting you, coming over real quick. It's like, I just came in and was like, hey,
I'm in your house.
Scott.
Yeah, or
Scott?
just like walk in and go to their room.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go straight to the source.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'm in your room.
walked in their house without knocking.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, there's not. I don't know. There was like a succinct. None of mine have been succinct, but like
I have been trying to write them down.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Madison McCall always does the polls for these and the emojis. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Watch her do these.
I'm just gonna say, this will be my succinct version. They make you laugh harder than anyone else.
Great.
And I'm gonna say, like, for example, it's like you might have just like a time where you've just like had an uncontrollable like crying, laughing moment, and it's like
Yeah.
that solidifies like this is
Yeah.
like we click with each other, you know?
Yeah, because you can't laugh that hard. It's really like a stranger. It's very hard to like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of funny videos online. There's a lot of funny movies or comedians, but like it's only like your best friend falling and slipping on the ice right after
Exactly.
he said, "Watch this." You
Yeah.
know, like that
It's gonna
is
be
peak
something like
comedy.
it's not even maybe like a clever thing they said. It's just like
Yeah.
quite the opposite. Just like some ridiculous thing
Something unexpected.
that
or-
it's like, yeah, the main reason it's so funny is like the relationship.
yeah, yeah.
That's great.
That
So
is really
write
good.
all that down word for word.
I just put they make you laugh harder than anyone else.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
If somebody's got to listen to the episode before they vote, that's the
true.
rule. So
They
if
gotta-
you've
come
already
on.
voted, go back. Okay.
My last one is going to be wingman trust. Like I
Okay.
think about like whether it's in person, like, hey, someone just came up to me and said, her friend is like interested in her, and then you're like, what she look like?
Yeah.
Like I trust you to speak on her behalf. Like if you think she's attractive, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Whereas like if we're not really tight, if we're not good friends, like let me at her.
Yeah.
Let me see her.
Right.
But a best friend, I would trust your opinion. Like, cute. Oh, great.
Sure. Yeah.
Used to do it with Isaac. You know, a girl would like holler at me on Instagram and like had like a some sort of offer. Hey, I'm going to be in Kansas City this Friday. Would love to meet up.
2 for 1.
I
What
Love to
kind of
see-
offer you talking about?
yeah. Wait, what's the second? What's the
30% off. One of my legs is missing.
But then she would have like a private Instagram, and I would be like, Isaac, would you mind following this girl? And I had complete trust in Isaac. It wasn't like he would screenshot and send me her Instagram. He would say yes or no.
Okay.
I would say, great,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's good. Wingman trust. I like
Wingman
that.
trust.
Yours are pretty succinct. Timings are not.
I was like, those times when
Okay.
Madison, I give you permission to
yeah,
shorten
yeah.
mine if you need to.
Sure. So we got Jake saying for signs you're best friends with someone, you can be completely silent with them. 30-second phone call. No courtesy laughing. Wingman trust. Timon, and these are his words. You can have a long phone call without it ever getting awkward. You don't feel any need to look presentable around them. Having no problem with texting them any thought or random idea. They're a sounding board. You just say, I want to tell somebody.
Yeah.
And they make you laugh harder than anyone else. Brad said, you know what's normally in their pantry. You feel comfortable getting mad at them playing sports. You know their restaurant order, coffee, Chipotle, etc. And you've walked in their house without knocking.
fun s'mores.
It's kind of fun. Just a little open-ended.
Yeah.
You guys have any honorables?
You can have like a conversation with no words,
Yeah.
with like just gestures or body language.
I kind of had a similar one. I say you can say certain words and they'll know exactly what you're talking about.
There you go. That's fun.
Like Scott, if I said Kasumi right now, he would know exactly what I mean.
That's kind of fun.
Kasumi. And it's, it's just like this simple, stupid inside joke. Like
Yeah.
certain things where it's just like, and it's similar, maybe potentially a similar idea where it's like, you look at this person like, ooh, like, yeah, they're
Broncos fan.
kind of like, Ryan Baxter. It's like, oh yeah, I know, whatever. Yeah. Broncos fan. That's why I'm a Broncos fan.
other like inside jokes that we might
Right.
have.
Hungry Luke over here, like all these different things. Yeah. Whatever. I'm sure we have a million of them that we could say.
But yeah, that's good.
Um,
I had dreaming about like being business partners or starting a company. I feel like
that's fun.
With like my closest friends, that's
Yeah,
like who
yeah,
I've, yeah, like dreamed that kind of stuff up with.
Right. Like if you've ever said like, we should
Dude.
start a band, we should,
Yeah.
start a podcast, we should start a business.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of some random acquaintance.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Sorry, Midge.
Just a simple, you've met their parents. I
Yeah.
don't think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like, you know,
It's
solid.
not exclusive to that, but it's a pretty good indicator.
I don't think you're best friends with somebody if you've never met their parents.
Yeah.
Especially these days with FaceTime, like you've at least seen them on FaceTime or something.
Yeah. I asked Rachel, so I think this one is more for women, but she said no emojis when you text.
Oh wow, that's good.
Girls, they just keep it raw, if
Yeah.
you're besties. I don't need to fluff it up with a monkey.
No, I asked Catherine. Sophie just had her baby, and I was like, "How's Sophie doing?" She's like, "I don't know. I haven't texted her. I feel really bad." I'm like, "Text her right now. How are you doing?"
Yeah.
And like it'll take you 5. She's like, I have to change Rosie's diaper. I was like, it'll take you 3 seconds.
She's like, well, it's not just how are you doing. You got to either intro.
Hey, I've been
and-
thinking about you. Pray, how are you doing? Pray, whatever. All these different things. It's like, just how are you? Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? They're not a normal name in your phone.
I put that. I said only have first name.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh no, I already said that one. You have at least one of their possessions with you.
Oh, dude.
Like
Yeah.
somehow,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
left
yeah.
it in your car. You left it at their house.
Great sign because you're in the car together or you borrowed something from them or
Yeah.
whatever it may be. This one's gross, but their fragrance of Toots.
Oh,
I know exactly.
I don't think I know that.
That was Scott. Scott is so gross, and so I know.
He burps a lot.
Yes, dude, he does it all. And
He can do it all.
Stinky,
He's a
dude.
5-0 and doing it all.
Yeah. And my last one,
funny.
you can pick up right where you left off. Like, especially for guys, it's just like, I'm not worried that I haven't talked to this guy in a year and a half. I know, like, I'm going to Memphis this weekend, and there's guys I haven't talked to in person or on the phone, like by voice, in so long, and I'm not worried at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to see them,
Yeah.
So
I like the color of your MacBook.
I do too.
It's clean.
Thank you.
I like the black.
Yeah, I decided to go a little different today. Not today.
Good job. Charger's behind you. Hey, best friend, you left your charger here. It's right back there.
Already put it in the backpack.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you, best friend.
Uh,
I texted you that out of the blue.
No intro, no context,
Hey, man.
no funny business.
Hey, man. Hope you're doing well. How productive have you been today? I was wondering if you've seen my computer charger. It's a MacBook Air. Hey, dude. Great to hear from you.
Hey, man. So cool of you checking in. Hey, Michaela H. just bought a Branson ticket.
How many
job,
claps was that, Brad?
guys.
How many claps?
9.
Dang,
Really?
That's so cool. That's impressive.
Dude, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
Can you hear it back?
No.
Really?
What if you try?
9 sounds right.
You can't just now, like, you can't, like, that happened 20 seconds ago. You can't hear Jake go, hey, Michaela H. just bought a Branson ticket.
I could not have told you it was 9 claps.
What if I'm wrong? I don't know.
I
Maybe.
don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I believe you.
Hey,
S'mores, once again, brought to you by Main Street Roasters.
I believe you.
MainStreetRoasters.com.
But my
DRPC.
Tommy gun don't. Yeah, vote on our Facebook page. Join our Facebook page if you haven't joined yet. It's pretty fun there. A lot of people doing stuff.
It's so fun. I have been bricked up.
Yep.
And said, sorry, Time. I know Time was like, I can't listen to this anymore. I think a lot of people are uncomfortable with it, but you just got to make it until people aren't uncomfortable anymore. Sorry. There's a little bit of friction in here, but, but yeah, the other day I tried to go to Facebook. I got an email notification that said Time and Imsh mentioned you on the Facebook group. I was like, fine, I'll bite. I went on
I'll bite. What's Facebook?
I went on my iPad to look at this one Facebook thing that Time had mentioned me on. I had to sign in. I was like, I'm not going to sign in. I'm just going to, but it said like Ghostrunners podcast, 17 new posts today. I said, I want to see those posts so bad. 17 posts in one day.
What did Time and tag you in?
It was the old S'mores.
Yeah, it was an old S'mores of best voices. And I tagged Brad and said, Brad, how did you not win? or something like
I
that.
did have an
Oh, I see.
It
Because
was.
Brad's lineup was so good.
I think people started feeling bad for Scott. Scott won that week,
Really?
and he did the impersonations. I think for some of the voices.
He did do some fun. Yeah,
So-
that was fun. But you had. Yeah, I just think probably mainly because you didn't have a sports announcer or something like that in yours, so I could relate to that.
Did
Oh,
Brad have all like singing voices?
No, it was James Earl Jones,
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey, Frank Sinatra, and David Attenborough.
Oh, just speaking. I was thinking like
Frank Sinatra's singing,
Carrie Underwood,
who has a phenomenal voice.
Oh yeah,
Shea Mooney.
a little bit of conglomeration there. Whatever
Yeah.
you want.
But yeah. Anyway,
What did Scott have?
Scott had Morgan Freeman. That's a really great one, though.
That's good.
Robin Williams, Freddie Mercury, Jim Nance.
Oh.
And Scott won.
Yeah.
I thought
With 64%. You had 29 in second place.
Wow. What did I say? Nothing?
You said Bruce Buffer,
Oh.
Adele, Whitney
Oh.
Houston, and Brad's Mr. Lamping impersonation.
that was back when Jake just went wild with his
And you
fourth
got,
pick
you got
every
7%.
time.
7?
Yep.
Yeah, the fourth one was a true wild card every time. It's like, all right, I'm in it. All right, he gave up.
If I remember correctly, that was the one that Scott, did all sorts of honorable mentions, and he did a great Christopher Walken.
He did a wonderful Christmas.
and I think that
Yeah.
really people really fell in love with Scott in that episode.
Good with the voices. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
2 days ago,
Let's count them.
2 days.
Not 10 days ago. 2 days. Did you guys do that?
we did, I guess sometimes they would count, or other times they would say, like, they would just repeat, 2 days ago,
Oh, okay.
like yesterday or something.
Oh, okay.
Forget it. I went back to the orthopedic walk-in clinic because I couldn't figure out how to book an appointment online, so I just walked in.
Say, hey, you're going to the clinic.
With my finger.
I'm terrible at walking.
Because every time I take my splint off, this baby, if you're watching on YouTube, looks great. It's not just straight. It is like bending backwards,
Which
just
one? Oh, it's
like
the
the
middle
other
finger.
one does.
Yeah.
Like it looks perfectly healed.
How tempted are you to just...
Right? Very. And so that's why I went. It only been 4 weeks, but I was like, hey, I think I'm doing great here.
And it's 4 to 6 weeks, correct?
6 to 8.
Holy
was ahead of
cow.
schedule. Quick healer.
Yeah.
Redheaded. Can't feel pain. No anesthesia. No problem. But no, I just thought I was healing quick. And so I went in there and like, okay, I mean, that looks really good. And can you bend it? I was like, you guys, this is a trick question. You told me not to. And they're like, yeah. We just didn't know if you've been trying to bend it. I was like, why would I
Yeah.
try to? I thought I wasn't supposed to. Like, no, that's good. But it's, if you think it's healed, then you should try and bend it. I was like, do I have the green light to bend it, or should I not be bending it? And they were like, well, let's see. It does look like it's fully healed, but you should probably just keep it on there for 2 more weeks. I was like, dang it. Why? So the Mallet groundhog saw a shadow.
Yeah.
2 more weeks of Mallet.
Yeah.
Man.
But they say it's like, yeah, it's probably fully healed, but it's 2 more weeks to be safe. 2 more weeks of wiping and typing like this?
So before, when you would take off the splint, it would not seem straight?
I mean, for the first week or two, I was very nervous to ever even... I would take off the splint and immediately
yeah.
put it on the table because it was
Okay.
still drooping.
Oh, it was. Okay.
But
So-
now, I have full, I mean, it seems just like a normal finger now.
I think next week, baby.
We
bend it on the pod.
So
We bend it on the pod.
we go to get a hydraulic press and we force it down. So 2 weeks from that appointment is the day before my birthday. So I'm like, all right, I'll just for my birthday, I get my finger back, I guess. I guess I'll just do that. So
Okay.
anyway, that's the Mallet update. Shout out Larson, who's created the Does Jake Still Have Mallet Finger
Yes.
account. I sent him some pictures and stuff. And so, yeah, kind of bummer. Still got it. But it's nice to know it's healing fully. It's healing great. Fun story. I was leaving the PPA tournament one day, and I saw a woman with the same exact splint that I used to wear, one of the many. Oh, I should go show you my new one, do a little show and tell. And I was like, hey, I know that splint. I said, do you have Mallet Finger? And she said, I do. And I said, that's awesome. I have it too. And we're comparing splints. And she's like, wait, I know you. I'm Josie Truitt's mom. I go,
Oh.
what are the odds? Josie Truitt's mom has Mallet Finger. She's a good friend of mine. If you remember, she came up recently because she was on the plane that I got kicked off of.
Oh,
So I
that's
said,
right.
tell Josie I said hello, and also tell her
I'm not a terrorist.
Yeah, I'm not who she thinks I am.
Yeah.
That was very fun serendipity. I just call a woman out of the blue.
I want to know from a doctor or somebody out there, is mallet finger like becoming more popular, or is it just like one of those things where once you buy a yellow Escape,
You notice them
Ford
everywhere.
Escape, you see them everywhere or something? Like,
You know, it's really embarrassing how she injured hers. She was scrubbing the carpet and her finger just got caught under like the towel and just
Yeah.
like popped her tendon. I was like, well, at least I was playing a sport. I was playing defense.
yeah, I know. If you get hurt, at least like have a respectable. I mean, she was scrubbing. Good
Hey,
for
you're
her.
working.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's so embarrassing as an adult being injured in anything. You know, having a cast, having crutches, every time I shake someone's hand, what do you got going on there? I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I'm 32.
That's pretty tough. First of all, you went to a walk-in clinic. I feel like I'd be a little nervous. I don't think they're specializing in mallet finger.
Yeah, they don't have a hand specialist, but orthopedics is what this is.
Oh, it's an orthopedic walk-in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they know some stuff.
Yeah.
Because it seems like at this point, it's just a matter of like when in 6 weeks they're going to be like, I mean, try to bend it now. Like there's no.
I know, that's the thing.
It's just going to be a let's see. And
They
so-
said not even to come back in 2 weeks. They're like, in 2 weeks, just take it off and you'll be good to go. Like, it feels like that's now. But whatever. I've come this far. 2 more weeks.
I would. You just regret it, obviously. If
it starts drooping on me again.
If it starts drooping again, are you done, or do you put the splint back on
I guess I put it back on.
and just hope that it's potentially able to come back?
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. I'd have to go see a hand specialist probably then. But yeah, full recup. Hopefully. I'm excited. I'm playing Padel tonight. I'm excited.
Where at?
Kansas City just got one. Overland Park Racket Club. They built 2
That's right.
Padel courts.
You see the new more quiet pickleball?
The 3D printed one.
Maybe.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try it out. I did some R&D on I bought this paddle that I saw online. It's called the Spoon. It's a tiny little paddle. You saw it, Timon.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to be like a training paddle. This is like marketed to pro players, being like, if you have really good coordination, why use whole paddle when less paddle do trick, basically.
Really?
So they're saying like, if you can hit the sweet spot consistently enough, use this smaller paddle because you can get so much less drag, more speed, more whip. I mean, almost everything is like better for you. You just have
Legally.
less surface area. So I've been using it. It's kind of fun.
APA approved?
It is.
So give me a size comparison. Like ping pong paddle,
Can I grab it for you?
please?
I'm going to grab you. We'll do a show and tell real quick. I'll grab your paddle and my new splint.
Wonderful.
I know you and Tywin aren't best friends. Do you think you'd be all right together?
No.
Could
I
get
don't know.
awkward. Call him.
I'll knock.
So Timon, tell me more about this cucumber farm. You're going to have all sorts or just the green kind?
Are there others? I think we might develop some.
I think
new
you
ones.
should. Yeah, you should learn before you
Could
get
look into like
it.
the science of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and no pickles. We'll just keep them raw.
just keep them raw.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you a quick story while Jake's getting the spoon thing about somebody that you know this, so you'll appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess I'm telling it to everybody, so it's not a big deal to be honest about it. So my friend Devin Henderson,
Yes.
Zach's boss,
Yeah.
Claire's dad, blah blah
Yep.
blah. He has 8 girls.
Yes.
Just had a baby.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Sent a like group text with me and like we'll say 15 other guys, and just said it's a girl, and said all the things and whatever. She's born today, 9th girl, and it was on Apple. Like I was on Apple CarPlay, in my car, and so it was reading it all off to me, and then Siri's like, "Would you like to respond?" And I said no, and I was with Catherine. I was like, "Oh my gosh, another girl." And then I noticed that it's like listening to me. And so there's 3 things on the Apple CarPlay screen. And one of them is like, don't reply. And so I go to click don't reply. And right as I go to click on don't reply, it changes from don't reply to like the review thing where Siri's like, okay, I'm going to say another girl. And so as I was clicking do not reply, it changed to send, and I sent it. And all it said with no punctuation almost immediately after he texts this thing is another girl.
Another girl.
And I was like, oh my
Like
gosh.
we have to pull over. I have to text him right now. We have to like call.
And it wasn't even iMessage, so I couldn't even undo send. Like I was like, oh my gosh. And so I immediately texted like 3 more like really quick ones just to be like, praise God, amazing, congratulations.
Another beautiful girl.
Yes, so happy for you guys. But the initial thing just said, I was the first one to respond to this 15-person group chat.
That is
another
painful.
girl.
Oh.
I saw him at church
Could
this
be
week.
like another girl, but like it just sounds so.
No punctuation.
No punctuation killed
punctuation.
me. Another girl. Anyway, I still feel embarrassed thinking about it, but
That is really embarrassing. That's funny though.
yeah. Okay, let's see it.
For show and tell, I have a few things. First, I brought my newest Amazon purchase, a piece of metal connected to foam.
Oh, homemade.
It's bent.
Homemade splint.
What I do is this. So yeah, turns out you could bend metal pretty easily.
Okay, like aluminum or something?
Yeah, probably, maybe. So what you do, you cut it where you need it, and you take that part and put it on top of your finger, and then tape it. Now
Okay.
I've got dexterity at the bottom. That's the Dirk Nowitzki treatment. So anyway, I got about, I don't know, 18 inches left.
What are we cutting that with?
Scissors.
Okay.
Now it'll leave one side pretty sharp, but you got some sandpaper lying
Sure.
around, no problem. Next, show and tell. This is a regular size paddle. It's a little prototype we're working on. That's why it doesn't have anything on there.
Oh,
kind of fun. And this is the Spoon 2.
Okay.
Look how long the handle is.
Oh yeah, it is longer. You're right. But is it actually taller or is it? It's about the same height.
Yeah, it's to give you like where the sweet spot normally would be on a regular paddle. It's in the same spot.
Interesting. Have you played with it?
Yeah, I played. We hit around with it before filming, and then I played like an actual game a couple nights ago with it. Not bad. You hit the sweet spot more than you'd think.
Yeah, and I think if nothing else, it'd be a wonderful thing to practice with.
Totally.
Kind of like the donut idea. I think you did that on oh no, you did it with the small ball.
Beezer ball.
That looked so fun.
It was kind of crazy
That looked almost more fun than real pickleball.
because it does fly a little faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is cool. I think they're onto something here.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I don't know what that formula means at the bottom, but
I know. Kind of dorky. That's cool.
anyway, that's show and tell.
Another paddle.
Another foam and aluminum combo.
Another mallet finger.
Those are my mallet finger updates. 2 more weeks. Josie Drewitt's mom. Pro Bowler Rubik's Cube.
Quick shout out. I've had this on my notes for a few weeks now, and we've never mentioned it. The Ghostrunners Out of Context account.
Oh yeah, I like checking in on that.
They're just slowly chugging along. One, just a simple Instagram account, out of context fan that just posts one out of context quote every week from the episode, and it's just fun to see. I think it's gaining a little bit of momentum with fans. But if you're not following it, go to Instagram. Ghostrunners Out of Context. Shout out. Don't make that the quote this week.
Come on.
Come on, be more original.
Stop.
I feel like we had some good quotes this week.
Should we talk about healing waters?
Not this week. Not this episode. We sure can as just fans, but they're not. That feels bad to say. No, actually, we shouldn't. Give.healingwaters.org/Ghostrunners. Come to the Safe Water Open.
That's my bad.
Oh, I love it. We're doing. They're going to be on Mondays from now on.
And you told me that, and I forgot. You know how I get after show and tell.
You know what? As your best friend, I'm going to get really mad at you. For,
That's what we
I
do.
Can. Yeah.
Anyway.
Healing Waters. This is great, though. It feels bad to be like, no let's not
sh-
talk about
shut
them.
Up, shut up. Shh.
Oh, man.
Should we do, what about Comment of the Week? Are they sponsoring this episode?
Comment of the Week is sponsored by Healing Waters. Give.healingwaters.org.
What about Win of the Week? Are they sponsoring this episode?
Yeah, baby. Let's find a comment. I honestly don't have one prepared yet.
I have one.
Can I be honest about that?
Bailey Morton, who bought a Branson ticket this morning. Very excited for you, Bailey.
Coming from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, one of my favorite Vanias.
Along with
Trans. She said, giggling the whole time. I'm sure many in the ghosty community can relate that I just love waking up on Monday mornings. Great episode, guys. Simple comment, but really I just want to shout you out because you're coming to Branson.
Yeah. Oh, on that note, I made a note last night. North Carolina, Colorado, Louisiana, Texas, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Missouri, Kansas, California, Illinois, Iowa, Florida.
What do they all have in common?
They're going to have somebody from that state coming to Branson.
Whoa.
Right. But hey, where the heck is Oklahoma and Arkansas?
Oklahoma, Arkansas.
I sure love my Jake and Brett. Steve is Jake's handsome paw. Arkansas is right by Branson. We gotta have some Arkansas people.
Jeff, come on.
Yeah, Jeff. Come on,
Miranda.
Jeff. Yeah, Miranda.
Joey.
All your family.
Yep.
Yeah, just all around. But that's pretty cool. I don't know how many that is. 12, 14 different states.
It's a lot of states.
I don't know. It's just cool to see California, Florida, Pennsylvania, I mean, North Carolina, people from far away come into this thing. Multiple people from California, multiple Louisians. So I'm excited. Add your state to the list. We'll keep a running tally.
We can do that.
Thanks. I'll read this one. I'll read two. First of all, maybe it's Kylie. Kylie F 2894 says, Brad, I can agree. I could also eat 30 grilled nuggets. You're not alone here. Thank you. So we just love to pig out every once in a while. You and me, Kylie. And that was so funny. I told Catherine immediately. I was like, this is so funny. And then Caitlin Arbogast also said something kind. She said, it doesn't matter the category, but Brad's answer to 5 and 10 are always gold. Gives me the giggles.
Gives me the gigs.
I could play that game all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10-hour road trip. I'll do it the whole time.
Fun to
Get there at 9:20.
put people on the spot.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it.
There's that. You guys have any wins of the week?
I think just a general win for me is this. I kind of mentioned going to the park with the kids, going on a drive with the kids. It's like this new, it's becoming even more of like a rhythm where every single time I get home, as I'm like pulling into the driveway, I cue up the Beatles song Come Together.
Fun.
And I turn it up basically as loud as I can in my truck with the windows down. And it's like from a movie or something. I'm like slowly pulling in my truck into the driveway and they just hear and they see me and they just sprint out to the truck. They like Bo yesterday didn't have pants on, didn't have shoes on. You know, Rosie sometimes is just in a diaper and shirt, whatever. Like it's just come as you are and let's go to the park. And I mean, it's awesome. And so
that's really fun.
And for whatever reason, the only like I've been kind of strict about like the only music we listen to while we're on this drive, you know, at that time of night is Beatles.
Yep.
That's like we'll listen to any Beatles song, but that's all we're listening.
Beatles mania.
But we always start with Come Together. Hattie and I have gotten really into the like that part. Like we'll like kind of blow into, you know, Bo's hair. And he'll be like, stop, I don't want you to do that.
Hattie.
We do it anyway. It's awesome. So maybe look for us next time. We'll go down your street sometime.
Yeah.
You'll hear it.
That's a great one.
It's just a
tradition.
sweet little moment. And, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if this is going to continue on for another week or another month, or maybe that was the last time we ever did it. But right now it's a fun trend that we're on.
For now, it's great.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Timon, do you have a win?
I do.
What's going on?
Kind of spiraling from that last week, or on Monday when I like made the flight or whatever, or talked about it Monday. It happened to be in perfect time to make it to this show that my mom and a couple siblings were seeing at Starlight Theater. Come From Away. You ever heard of it?
Come from away, come from away, come from away with me.
No,
That's
but
the Capital One commercial.
they should put that in it though.
Okay.
No, yeah,
I
it
haven't
was just
heard
like
of it.
this. It was a Broadway musical, one of my favorite musicals probably ever, and so we got to see it. And this was kind of like a negative thing, but turned into a positive thing. Is it like started raining decently hard, and it's like an outdoor theater, and they kept on going, never stopped the show. But like just all these people just like leaving their seats and like streaming to like there were a couple like kind of covered sheltered areas close.
Okay.
And so eventually we're just like, I mean, there's so many front rows. Like we got, I don't know, like $25 seats that are like pretty far back.
Yeah.
And we're like, why don't we just move up front? So we like, for the last probably 40 minutes of it, just sat front row and just basked in it. And like, we're soaking wet. Like it was raining hard, but it was just a great memory.
Dude,
That's fun.
awesome. I
Yeah.
love that.
It was
I
fun.
love that y'all didn't take shelter.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that was a win.
Come From Away. Fun fact, I meant to tell you this. I forget, I was reading a book or something, and they were alluding to Crossing the Switchblade.
Oh yeah.
And I regret not going to see that when you were in it. Because it
Okay.
sounded really cool. Now that like I didn't know that much about it, and I was like, oh snap, that's really
Yeah.
sweet. So
Yeah, it's fine. Next time. We'll do it again sometime, maybe.
my bad.
Some other time.
That was back before we were like, is Timon really going to stick around?
Yeah, he doesn't call me. Knocking a lot. I think my win of the week, I'm excited. Like, as we're recording this, I'm about to go do my last stand-up show with Trey at the tour. So I think it's just the timing of everything is my win right now. I think just like getting to like kind of close that chapter. The tour is over. I get to be home way more. Football season's almost here. Just like sand volleyball leagues about to start, about to get the mallet off. Like it feels like it's about to be a really good time of year.
Yeah.
So just excited for the fall and football and the Chiefs. And I would say probably next week we will probably have Guillotine League announcements. Probably need to. The season's coming up quick. So yeah. If you want to play fantasy football with us, if you're new listening to the podcast this past year, we always play. We do fantasy leagues with our fans, with our listeners. So that could be you. We always give first access to the patrons. So join Patreon, and we'll share more next week.
Yeah. Patreon also gets the episodes a day early sometimes.
It's all about access.
Timing.
All sorts of access.
No. Yeah. So early access. Patreon.com.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing 2 Guillotine fantasy football leagues again this year, I think.
So fun.
2 feels good. And Brad and I get to be in both of them.
You have 12 brothers and sisters?
Rachel says she's out this year. It was too stressful last year. Because
Was
she
that
made
just
it to
last
like
year?
6th or something.
You can figure it out.
Rachel, you can figure this. Yeah.
What, were they in the last 2 years? And
Yeah, 2 years ago, they were first ones out.
Okay.
And then last year, they made it pretty far
Yeah.
without really spending their money. Rachel was like, I can't do this any longer. So a
It
spot
is-
just opened up.
New spot.
Could be
New
you.
spot just dropped. All right.
Could be you.
Guys, thanks as always for listening.
It's like it's wavy, huh?
Yeah. You look at it the right way. It's wavy.
What were you saying?
I was just going to say thanks for listening. I feel like this is the end of the episode.
I think this is the end.
I think so.
You guys see it on the YouTube? Yeah, there's only like 12 seconds left. Yep. Thanks for listening. We'll see you Monday. Come to Branson. It's going to be fun.
5, 4. Oh, no, but you have to do the outro still.
Oh, okay.
Love you guys.
Ghostrunners podcast. Everybody